Ellie was gone. Long gone. Or at least she was to her. Hopefully, she wondered, she was also gone to herself. Dull, yellowish lights buzzed lazily. They subtly colored the beige walls. The hollow sounds of synthetic church organ breezed around the building. Lit candles were scattered around the scene, some as individuals, most making up large votive collections in ornate black metal stands. Veronica sat on a dark wooden pew, alone, staring at the large ferns on either side of an object she preferred not to look directly at. Her eyes met Ellie's, unblinking and frozen in a smile. In the image, she was captured mid-performance, guitar in hand, screaming and smiling. Above her was printed, Elmira Burns, in all capitals. It was a pretty old picture, evident by the grainy filter and the date embedded in the bottom corner, the work of cameras of the past decade. She seemed to be in the living room, probably sitting. The awkward position of the camera revealed only her bust and the guitar under it. Old, brown, flowered curtains hung in the space behind her, belying the age of the house, carrying a vintage golden quality. It was a relic of the past. She looked younger indeed, yet her face remained remarkably similar. Her same short waterfall hair, same round eyes, blushed cheeks. Maybe she simply had a young face. She definitely had a young heart. Veronica sat back in her chair, now lost in the recalling of a profile. Maybe, since then, her eyes had gotten a little more sunken and her face a little more gaunt. She was famously without her youthful tan skin, and in her later years settled into a snow-white pale, which was the talk of all her friends and peers. In the image, her pose had an arm outstretched, probably moved gracefully from a strum, lifted over the audience, whatever audience can be found in a living room. Probably family, probably an intimate moment, a gilded memory, now captured and printed, standing on a wooden frame before a fern. It looked as if she was pointing off the frame towards the object in the middle. Many walked by, following her cue, stopping briefly and continuing on. She watched a tall gentleman reverently place his forehead against it. Apparently, it was a family tradition to have a red coffin. But what use is a family when they only show up to put you in the ground? From what Veronica gathered, her immediate family was the only to remain here in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. She recalled license plates from all over, but mostly Ohio, gathered in the lot. It seemed almost sickening to see all these family members congregated, like they all traveled in pilgrimage to signal the virtue of their mourning. Yet something in their eyes lacked genuineness, and their actions leaned towards the performative. Yet, Veronica knew she didn't know the full story. She had learned to get by in life by making judgments first, yet always being willing to rescind them. One such judgment being that she was not going to get in that line.